Hello everyone, welcome back to my Kontakt tutorials. This session we're going to be looking at modulation. Entire group modulation. Last video I went through send effects, and the video before that was group level effects. So we can start messing around with things and just coming up with some crazy sounds. Now, before I was doing any of this, before I started recording this, I was just having a mess around with this kick drum sample. There we go. We'll put it on the low velocity one for now. We'll stick with the high velocity. Yeah, I was just messing around with cutting up and looping and so on and so forth. This will be kind of just beneficial to show you guys how everything affects, or how the modulation affects the sound. So I'm just going and creating a small loop out of this kick drum sample. Again, we've already discussed looping and things like that, so this isn't going to be the tidiest, but it's going to demonstrate a point. There we go. Yeah, it just sounds like a horrible noise at the moment, but trust me, it will work. Right, so modulation. We've already messed around with a little bit with adding the velocity in down here. So it's just under the same modulation button now. So underneath the velocity you'll have an add modulator box. If we just click on that, as you can see, we've got LFOs, envelopes, and a couple of others there. Just so you can clearly see and hear, I'm just going to mess around with some LFOs. Why not? It'll be fun. So if I just press the key now, there you go. You can see that the LFO is affecting the volume. However, if we come down to the bottom, here's all your modulation parameters. So, for example, you can speed up the frequency on it, slow it right down. Sky's the limit with this, really. You can just do whatever you want. You can detune your kick drum here, for example. Speed up the velocity again. You know, it's not the best sounding example, but it's a visual and audible to suit this purpose. Yeah, you can just add as many of these modulations as you want. If we add a envelope, for example, again, you've got your level of it here, the volume of it, and if we scroll down to the bottom, there's your envelope. So you can pull the attack back a little bit, or bring it right forward. It's basic ADSR envelope here. So you can just mess around with the parameters and just come up with something that you like. Like I said before, with all these effects, it is purely your preference. While I'm in this video kind of talking about modulation and such, I'm going to talk to you about source modulation, where you can excuse me, again, it's kind of bringing in the controls of the MIDI keyboard, but doing it automatically, which you shall hopefully see when I'm doing this. So up in this source bar here, where you've got the master or the group tune feature, you've got another mod button. If we just click on that, the first thing it will bring up is a pitch bend. If I just crank that up, doesn't really show anything. However, it will, when I start using the pitch bend wheel on the keyboard, there you go, you can start messing around with that. If you want to do this automatically, you can add a ESR envelope, invert the pitch bend, and you can hear that the pitch of the sample decreases. If you bring up the volume of the envelope, it's more dramatic. So yeah, that's how you can kind of bring source modulation and group modulation into your effects. Can have a lot of fun with it. You can make some really interesting sounds. So for example, if you've gone and recorded samples from around the house of things that you're using, bring them into Kontakt 5 and you can really mess around with them and have some fun. So I'm going to leave that there for now. Again, I hope this video has been helpful to you. For the next one, I'm going to look at instrument effects, where you kind of all the way out and you're affecting everything in the instrument, and how to route that in and everything. So I hope this has helped, and I'll catch you guys for the next video. Take it easy.